World War I, also known as the Great War, was a deadly conflict from 1914 to 1918. It was fought between the Allied powers, which included France, Russia, the United Kingdom, Japan and the United States, as one united front against the Central Powers, which included Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire. But over 30 countries were actually involved. In the end, it claimed over 16 million lives, and left a lasting impact in our world. Historians believe the war began on June 28 of 1914, when Franz Ferdinand, the Archduke of Austria-Hungary, was assassinated by a group of Bosnian Serb nationalists. Their goal was to liberate Bosnia from Austrian-Hungarian control. Because of this, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia. And after that, different European powers responded in different ways. Russia had a treaty with Serbia, in which they had agreed to defend them, so when Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, Russia was brought into the conflict. Germany had backed Austria-Hungary in the conflict with Serbia, so it followed suit by declaring war on Russia. France was bound by a treaty to help Russia in the event of war. So when Germany declared war on Russia, France mobilized its troops against Germany and Austria-Hungary. Germany also feared that Russia and France would both seize this opportunity to move against Germany if it did not take the offensive. So it started attacking immediately. Great Britain had guaranteed Belgium's neutrality, so when Germany on its way to France invaded Belgium, it declared war on Germany. It also had a treaty with France, which obligated it to help France in the event of war. Japan decided to honor the terms of its 1902 alliance with Great Britain, and declared war on Germany. The Ottoman Empire, which included present-day Turkey and part of the Middle East, had a pre-existing military alliance with Germany, so in November of 1914, it entered the war as part of the Central Powers. Both sides pressured Bulgaria to join the war. Finally, it sided with the Central Powers. These responses, along with others, led to the start of World War I. Italy was a formal member of the Triple Alliance with Germany and Austria-Hungary when World War I broke out. It was expected that it would join their side, but it declared itself neutral and secretly negotiated a pact with Great Britain and France, promising its support to the Allies in return for lands. So on May 3, 1915, Italy declared war on Austria-Hungary. And in 1917, United States joined the war, which helped to tip the balance of power in favor of the Allies. The war, mostly fought in trenches, resulted in long stalemates for years. It was devastating and brutal. And it introduced new technologies that made warfare deadlier. Such as chemical warfare, like poisonous gases used by both sides. Mechanical warfare, like tanks, first introduced by Great Britain and later adopted by everyone. Aerial warfare, like airplanes dropping bombs, and fighter planes involving themselves in dogfights. And advanced artillery technology such as shelling, that caused millions of deaths. Women played a significant role during the war, taking on jobs previously regarded as men's work. They worked in munitions factories, served as nurses and doctors on the front lines, and even acted as spies. Their contributions were invaluable, and drove advancements in gender equality. Towards the end of the year 1918, Austria-Hungary surrendered to the Allied powers. Only days after, the Ottoman Empire did the same. And finally, some days after that, Germany capitulated as well. The Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919. It was intended to bring a formal end to World War I and establish lasting peace in Europe. But many historians agree that it was a flawed peace treaty that ultimately contributed to the outbreak of World War II. One of the key flaws of the agreement was its harsh treatment of Germany, which was forced to accept full responsibility for the war and pay heavy reparations to the Allied powers. This, we know now, would lead to economic instability in Germany. And it would create a favorable environment for the rise of extremist political movements like the Nazi Party that would eventually push the country to initiate another catastrophic war. Whatever the view, one thing is certain: the war finished in 1918. Peace was formally agreed in Versailles the following year. The world celebrated the end of a devastating conflict that took the lives of 16 million people and would continue to shape the world for decades to come.